Hi guys, welcome to Crypto Be 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment in general. I know you can see the lab behind me. It's festive period and I believe we're getting ready to enjoy the fruits or the beautiful of the holidays. But before that, we've been seeing a lot going on in the crypto space. We've been seeing Genesis now coming up to saying probably it's not only $1 billion they need to save the order of the day talking about the company, but rather they are looking for a way they're going to not file bankruptcy like FTX and other companies that we've seen throughout the year. Also, we're going to be looking at the chart, we're going to be looking at the market watch, we're going to be discussing where we need to buy and sell, and all of that in today's show. And I believe you do not want to miss out on this beautiful episode that we have for you. All right, my name is Ahmed Oladmeji Kazim, and welcome to the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show where we trade it and we do not gamble it. And if I say we do not gamble, it means we do not gamble. If you're new to the channel, you might want to subscribe right now, like and share, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you can be part of the greatness that has been happening on this beautiful platform. First of all, we can see right that Genesis Trading warns of possible bankruptcy as post FTX fundraising falters. And apart from that one, we've seen them coming out talking about, we know Grayscale BTC has been having some issues, and we've been seeing the tweet coming out trial yesterday. People saying they have a lot of their BTC backed up with Bitcoin and they might dump it anytime from that. And if they do so, we might see Bitcoin plummet and probably seeing the price going to where everyone has been waiting for, talking about the sentiment, talking about the 12,000 and 10,000 region. And now this is now bringing a big issue for Coinbase because now it's now affecting Coinbase, and we can see Coinbase stock hit all-time low as Bitcoin Ethereum decline. And a lot of people are now saying, is it that all the assets, because Coinbase came out and said they're having about 625 BTC or more, something like that, and now we've seen Grayscale say the same time they might as well dump it. Is this going to cause another exchange going down like we've seen FTX and other exchanges like even Luna, Terra Luna? We need to look at that now and see what possible we're going to see. But now, even with that, we're seeing that institutional investors are still buying crypto according to Coinbase survey, and that is where I need to give you some jerk today because I believe the bull run is around the corner. They need so much for to just bring us that last movement, like a big spike to touch probably 10K or 11K. Then we'll see the market recovers immediately, but we need to be careful. But I'm going to show you all of that on today's episode. We also see right here that Coinbase, our CEO, assures that they are fully back with Bitcoin reserves. And I told you, if you guys have been watching the show, I've not been a fan or the support of CZ, talking about the CEO, Binance CEO rather, because he's been doing some stuff that I feel like he's not 100%. He's a green, how am I going to call it? A green snake under the green grass. Yeah, ask me why. Yesterday, he tweeted about the reserve of Coinbase and he deleted it. And that caused a lot of panic. And that even caused Coinbase, what am I going to call it? Stock plummet. You understand? So I feel like this guy knows what he's doing. Like we all know, he started the whole issue with FTX, and FTX is facing the route now. Same thing I think is trying to do with Coinbase. But thank God the Coinbase CEO has fully declared that they have their reserve is fully back with Bitcoin, and they are only the company that even have their own USDT backed one-to-one. Is it true? Is it a lie? We're going to see in the next future. And we need to be careful because we've seen so much of the CEO coming out saying the exchange is okay. The next thing or the next week, we'll see whatever anyone has said about them come into play. We know when UST, that's the stable coin for Terra Classic, wanted to happen, Duquan came out and said they're fine, but we saw it collapse. When Three Arrows Capital happens, the same thing. CEO said they were fine. the company collapsed. FTX came out to say no, FTX is okay, it's not affected by anything, liquidity is okay, withdrawal is fine. The next day or the next 2 days, we saw it, everything collapsed. But all of these things has got something to do with CZ, which is the CEO of Binance. So I believe we just need to be careful, and we need, like I've said, let all of us try as much as possible to put our assets in the cold wallet and leave only money we want to use to trade, or the money we can afford to lose on all these exchanges, because there's so much more going on in the crypto space. And we can see Justin Sun, that's the CEO and co-founder of Tron. He told he wanted to help FTX before they filed for bankruptcy, saying they could turn their FTX token to any of the Tron token and they can withdraw it, you understand? But because of the bankruptcy they filed, they couldn't proceed with such thing. But now he said he might be purchasing some of the FTX assets, and I think that's a good news. But all of these are fun. All of these news coming out has now been bringing different stuff to the market, and a lot of people are scared. And that's why this channel is to help you understand what is going on in the space, to help you know when you need to take a trade or you don't need to take a trade, and also to educate you one or the other way, so it can help you achieve your goal or your financial freedom when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. But now we can see BTC is trading at as I'm talking to you right now, Bitcoin is trading at 16,562, because we saw the market came back to mitigate this zone. Let me show you right here. You can see I told you we might see the market coming back to test 15,600, and that's why if you watched the show before, I told you you might want to you might want to put the trade below here, and I said you can put your short below 1,000, below 16,150 there. But you see, we broke above it, we came to touch it, then we failed to break it. So now, what am I expecting is very simple. This is what I'm expecting. We've seen a structure forming out already. And I tell people all the fraud that are going on in the market has nothing to do with what is showing on the chart. The chart shows the amount of money coming into the market and the amount of money leaving the market. So there could be further, there could be different news that is affecting the market, but it might not be affecting the market in real time. And that's why the chart is your friend, and you do not want to do away with it. So right now, yesterday we saw, throughout last week, the market didn't move like that. It was just ranging from about 500 point to 700 point. But now we saw the symmetric triangle happen. And once this thing happened, I told you we have our 5, and I'm expecting it to come and touch 16,150. That if we fail to break it, then the market is going to shoot up. But if we break it, then we'll be waiting to see if we break 15,600. And that's exactly what has been happening since. So now the 15,600 has been tested. What is the next thing we're waiting for? The next thing we're waiting for now is to see how this thing will come down back. You see, we have the structure forming like this. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting the market to come down to this point, because for all to have a valid movement in a higher time frame, the lower time frame need to complete a cycle on the one hand to now give us the structure that's going to start on a higher time frame. And you can see that right here. Let me show you by showing this. That means we now have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see we already have, to me, to my own theory, or to the way I've been trading, the cycle is completed already. What am I expecting to happen? I'm expecting the market to form. This is the one hand on let me go to higher time frame. You're going to see it's going to form like a one hand, and you can see what I'm saying. It's like the first hand, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I expecting to happen? I'm expecting the market, if we fail to break this mitigation zone, which is this squeeze, you can see I haven't put all these things there. If we fail to break this zone, I'm expecting the market to come back and touch this 15,600 zone, or let's say from 15,700 to 15,600, 500 zone, to come and touch it back. And once we touch it and the market did not move backward, then we can, no problem, we're going to see the market continue falling down. So if you're not in the market now, you miss the trade, you didn't take a buy, it's still fine. Because whenever we see a move like this, it shows that the buyers are now coming to the market, and they're now having this confidence, and probably the sentiment or the fear and greed will be reducing. So now what are we waiting for? I'm waiting for for the market to come back and touch here. And this place is now where we're going to have our perfect buy. Talking about perfect, and this is where we're going to have it, because it's not going to form that structure on a higher time frame, whereby we're now going to have our 1, 2, then we're going to break it to have our 3. But in the other sense, mind you, we have structure in a higher time frame here. We have our yellow, 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 then we have this one as our red. Now, this is a structure until we break 17,000. That's why I can tell you we are now breaking the real structure in a higher time frame. So even though this structure we are seeing here is a structure that is starting in a lower time frame, so you don't want to FOMO in because you've missed out. Oh, you want to jump in? No. Yes, the structure has shown, which is good. It might continue like that, fine. But the fact that we are still respecting this zone, let me zoom it up. We are still expecting this zone, which is the other block right here. As far as we are still expecting that zone, I'm expecting the market to come back and mitigate this. Once this place is mitigated, fine, then we now see the market fully move back like this. 100% we're now having a good structure. Then we can now say we're going to have a bullish or a movement that we're going to form a bullish trend in maybe in a small movement like 5,000, 4,000 points. It depends on how the buyer believes they want to come to the market to be part of the movement, because a lot of people are still waiting for the 10,000, 12,000 zone. And that's the sentiment. Whenever market is waiting to get there, market always go there in the next future, because a lot of people might just pump it just to scare people in, take their money, and then still go out of the market. So on BTC today, what do we need to do? It's simple. We've seen that a good structure has formed out for the first time in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks that we didn't break it, but it's not yet confirmed. Why is it not confirmed? Because we're still waiting for it to be validated in a higher time frame. And now, where do you need to get into the market today? I am going to show you right now. This is where you need to get into the market today. I'm not expecting you to buy, because you were supposed to buy it. If you watch the video and you've been following my analysis, definitely I tell you, wait, let a structure form. When you're breaking the structure, you get into the market. That's why I took this trade yesterday and made a couple of hundreds. But now, what are we waiting for today? We can see this is a structure here to take a shot. Mind you, this is a structure around 16,400. Now we break above it, but we didn't actually break it totally, because we are still maintaining this other block around there. So what am I expecting? This is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting the market to come like this, create its own small structure in a lower time frame, probably go back, but must not break above. Let me show you. Let me delete this. But it mustn't break above this point. Then the moment it's coming back to break this part, this side, let's say around 16,400, then we know we're having a short. Then make sure you use your risk reward. Make sure you use your stop loss if you're an investor, or you're a spot trader. Make sure you use your stop market. Talking about, depends on the exchange you are using. So today, that is what I'm expecting. But in case they still want to push the market higher a bit, because I'm so sure this market will come down, that's guaranteed. Though anything on this channel is not financial advice, it's just an educational purpose, but it's what I've been doing and we've been right more than 99.9%. You can go and verify. But this is what I'm expecting today. I'm expecting to see the market come down, either touch here to continue, is possible like that, or come down to touch this 5,700. But where do you need to get into the market? Put your buy stop above 16,600. But I'll tell you it's risky, because the market has already moved. Our advice, why don't you wait? Why are you in a rush? Now you should be looking for short. So our advice, you don't buy, but if you feel like you can play around with it and you can, how am I going to put it? You know how to calculate your risk reward. You can put your buy stop above this squeeze we have here, because you see we have this before we break it. You can put your buy stop above 16,600 to 16,650 thereabout. The moment you break comfortable, you can put your buy stop. But the moment you see a structure forming in a lower time frame that want to break it, you need to get out of the market, because I'm not going to lie, I'm looking for a short to just short it down to this mitigation zone here, then I'll buy. So your buy stop today is going to be above 16,600 and your sell stop is going to be below 16,400. Those are where you need to get into the market, talking about BTC and the chart I'm seeing today. Not financial advice, but if you've been following my channel and my analysis, I believe you must have been making some grabs for yourself. So because this is a nice structure, don't get me wrong, we might continue the structure and to continue moving up, but I believe in a real sense, for us to have a validation that we're going to have a bullish or a movement towards, we need to come and validate this movement. Because when you go to higher time frame, or let me go today rather, I'm going to show you something now. Let me go today, excuse me. You can see we have this movement, you can see, forming out of this last sell before the buy. So now we must push above to break all these zones, come and retest it before we can have a valid movement. But you know, this is in a higher time frame form, monthly trading and all of that. But for us that take trade, that we're day trader or we swing for some days or for a couple of time, the best thing is the market is moving from here. You can see we have the structure here. It breaks this structure. Then we have another structure that is here to break this structure here. So now we might have the market coming down to test 16,100 and still continue moving up. It's possible. You understand? But what I'm saying is just put your short below 16,400 and put your buy above 16,600. But make sure you use your risk reward, because I don't think we're going to push the buy higher further. And if we're going to push it higher further, we can continue scaling it. But that's what you need to do today regarding BTC. And we need to be careful. Grayscale BTC, that's GBTC. They're trying to see if they're going to dump their BTC because they're having some financial issue, because you can see Genesis needed 1 billion. I said it on the show some days ago, and now they're saying they might even file for bankruptcy. And who has their money? Coinbase. And if they take their money from Coinbase, what happened to FTX might definitely happen to them as well. And we might see BTC falling down so much to like 12K, 10K, thereabouts. So you do not want to FOMO in. Follow the chart analysis. Make sure you use your risk reward, use your stop loss in this time of the day, whereby we have different, fear, uncertainty, and that roaming around in the market. You do not want to take, take any gamble with your asset. I bet you your millions or your thousands of dollars can just be wiped out like that. So that's that on BTC. BTC is looking good. If you get into the market right from the lower time frame, I can still tell you, you can keep it. If you have your buy, you can keep your buy. If you get into it, because this is the structure and we break it, you can keep it. Where do you need to get out? You need to get out from 16,400. That's where you need to get out. You understand? The moment we break below 16,400, you need to get out. Then set your buy above the last spike. It's as simple as that. And I bet you, if you follow this, you will definitely make some grabs for yourself. Not financial advice, but it's just what we've been doing, and we've been studying the market for some time, and we're using it as an educational purpose to help you make some money for yourself. So that's that on BTC. Let's check out Mr. Demed, which is ETHUSD. Let's check out what's going on with ETHUSD. I think they are the same thing. Now you can see I even still have this drawing here that we need the market to come, form a structure. When it's breaking it, that's where you need to buy in. But you can see we break above it, and now we have the structure starting from here. You can see if you draw the structure, it's the same thing where we have, we have one, you see, come back, we have two, then we're having a kind of squeeze around this play, which I'm expecting it to come and mitigate around 1,085, 1,009, because we'll be having some kind of support around there. But if you still have your buy, you can still stick to your buy. Where do you need to get out? If you're still having your buy on Ethereum, I'm going to tell you now. Where do you need to get out for Ethereum? You need to get out the moment we break above 1,150. Once we break below here, you need to get out. But talking about short, where do you need to take the short? Put your short at 1,550 and your long at 1,700 if you're not in the market already. But I will even advise you, wait, let's come to confirm the buy or the movement before you can get into the market. And I think that is going to help you very well. So that's that on ETH. Let's check out Dogecoin. I told you Dogecoin, I'm expecting Dogecoin to go back to 0.05 because I might be putting some cash there to just buy, because a lot of people make millions of dollars, even some that bought a little amount of money during the last pandemic when a lot of stimulus were there. People bought at 0.05, sold at 70 cents, sold at 70 some cent, and they made millions of dollars. But what am I expecting from Dogecoin now is the same thing. It created the structure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's done in normal field in the cycle in a lower time frame. In a higher time frame, one hand is completed. What are we expecting? I'm expecting Dogecoin to come and mitigate this. So I think all of them, they have the same structure, and we're going to see if they come back to test that base. If they break it, then we continue having short. You don't need to close. If they fail to break it, definitely we know that possibly we're not going to have how am I going to call it, a bullish structure in a higher time frame. We now start forming up because we have a bullish structure in a lower time frame already. Don't get me wrong, and you can see it from here. This is a bullish structure. You can see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. You understand? But I'm not expecting to see another higher high again. Even though we see it might just be a fake out, then we see the market start falling off. You understand? Then we'll come and mitigate this zone, which is around 0.70 cents. If you fail to hold it around this point and we break above, then we know we continue keeping our short till we see a momentum or we see the market holding on to what is going on. So that's what we need to take a look at, or what we need to check out on today's show. So now our buy is above 0.08. What I'm seeing, then our sell is below 0.08, talking about taking short on Dogecoin as well. But now let's check out the market and see what is going on. We can see today we're expecting some news to come out talking about NZD monetary policy. We're expecting French flash PMI to come out. We're going to see the GBP flash manufacturing PMI coming out, and also we're going to see some flash service PMI coming out in United States as well. FOMC meeting is coming up today, and that is going to decide what the interest rate will look like in the nearest future, and some investors might react to it, so we need to be careful. That is coming out later today, and tomorrow, which is Friday, we're going to be seeing retail sales quarter to quarter in the United States, and we're going to be seeing JAMA, IFO business climate, and some other data will be coming out as well. You know, these are the data we collect together and now use it to determine whatever is going to happen in the nearest future. So that's what we're expecting today on talking about the economic calendar. Now let's check out the market watch. Are we now below 800 billion? We've been holding on to 800 billion market cap since. No, we are still above 800 billion because the market is sitting at 826 billion. Even if you take a look at the sister site, it's still sitting at 862 billion, and you can see the trading volume is being above 65 billion US dollars in the last 24 hours, and even over here is about the same range, 65 billion US dollar. BTC dominance is at 38.5%, and ETH is sitting at 17%. And also the sister side is about 37% and 16.3% respectively, talking about BTC and ETH. So now what are we going to see today? Let's check out what is trending. We can also see we can see that this coin is trending already. Let's check it out. I want to see what is going on here. Okay, now BTC is trading at 16,550 as I speak to you right now. It's been down for about 1% in the last 7 days. ETH is trading at 1,650. It's been down about 5% in the last 7 days. You can see all of them are starting to appreciate in the last 24 hours. Are they going to continue? Are they going to fall back? We need a confirmation when it comes to retest, and I've said that on the chart analysis section. And Dogecoin has been down for 6% in the last 7 days and appreciated by 11% in the last 24 hours. Let's check out some coin on the top 100 like we normally do, and we can see on the top 100, Compound has now made it back to 101, Ravecoin at 102, ENS at 103, and we can see Stepping is now at 111, and also we can see Yen Finance sitting at 112, and the list goes on. So Terra Luna is now at 121, and Cadena is just been pushing down. It's not even at 130. I think that project is failing big time. Let's check out NFT, talking about the NFT that are doing well in the industry. the top NFT, top 10 NFT. I mean, CryptoPunk is still at number one, Boy Ape Chat at number two, Mutant Ape is still at number three, and I think Mutant Ape is cheap now, is 11.4. But do your research before you put your money on any project. Other for other side at number four, Bud Ape Kennel Club at number eight, Azuki still maintaining that number nine, sitting at number 10, and Meta Bounty Hunters has made it to top 10 for the first time in some times now. So these are top 10 NFT. Do your own research before you put your money on any project. We all know NFT has been down more than 90% since January this year. And a lot of people are just waiting for the bull market to start buying. A lot of things will start approaching. So that's on the market watch. If you've not subscribed to the channel, you might want to do that right now. Subscribe, like, and share, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you're part of what is going on. Let's check out the fear and greed so we can know what the sentiment looks like for today, and we can see the fear and greed is sitting at, excuse me, let me show you. The fear and greed is sitting at 22. I'm gonna open it so you can see it. Yeah, we have the fear and greed index for today is sitting at 22, which is still extreme fear. And I always tell you on this channel is whenever you see extreme fear, that's when you need to start bagging some crypto, because a lot of people are scared to buy it. You buy it, the moment the market move, you start making profit from bottom, not when you FOMO in, then they pull it down, they kick you out, and they continue. So it's always good, but you don't just need to jump in, you need to check the chart analysis, and you can follow our signal and our analysis, and I bet you'll never regret it. Not financial advice in any way. It's just what we've been doing, and I'm just trying to share it as an educational platform or as an educational content for you guys so you can have big understanding about what is going on in the market. So that's what I have for you today on the market. BTC is still doing good, just trying to push higher. You need to be careful. Make sure you follow the am I going to call it the chart analysis as I put it to you. Don't over leverage. Trade with the amount you can afford to lose so you don't waste or throw all your asset down the drain, because I tell you, trading is very, very risky, and cryptocurrency is highly volatile, and you need to be very, very experienced to make money from it. But with a channel like this whereby we analyze the market, we give you all the jet, I bet you will never go wrong. So if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button right now. Shout out to our sponsor Instacash FX for sponsoring the show. If you want to sell your Bitcoin, if you want to buy Bitcoin, you might want to go and visit them. They're fast, reliable, and efficient. And if you want to learn all these things I've been saying on the show, go to their website too also, and you can apply for free training, and I bet you'll be called upon when it's time for your badge to get the education. So that's what I have for you today. I still remain myself, Ahmed Oladmeji Kazim. Until I catch you on another wonderful episode of this great show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. It's peace out for me.